Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. Think you're one of a kind. Here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. Always do what you gotta do. You're one of a kind. Thank God you're mine. You're an angel dressed in armor. You're the fear in every fight. You're my life and my safe harbor, where the sun sets every night. And if my love is blind, I don't wanna see the light. It's your beauty that betrays you. Your smile gives you away, 'cause you're made of strength and mercy, and my soul is yours to save. I know this much is true. When my world was dark and blue, I know the only one who rescued me was you. Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. You're never gonna have to cry, because you're one of a kind. Yeah, here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. You always do what you gotta do, baby, because you're one of a kind. When your love pours down on me, I know I'm finally free. So I tell you gratefully, but every single beat in my heart is yours to keep. So close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why.
Yeah, Blake. Yeah.
Love and support presents this beautiful bride to be ready this morning.
My wife and I.
Wonderful. Please give her a kiss. Good evening, everyone. Jennifer. On behalf of Jennifer and Paul, we'd like to extend a warm, almost summer welcome to this very special gathering of love and friendship between two very happy and excited people, and all of you, their closest friends and family. We come together at this wonderful venue here on the beach, the Jersey Shore, in the comforting spirit of God's love and peace, as privileged witnesses as we share in the joy, celebration, and union of their lives and families. Marriage is a promise made in the hearts of two people who love each other that takes a lifetime to fulfill. Within the circle of its love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and a husband are each other's loving companion, teacher, confidant, listener, critic, and best friend. It is into this relationship that Jennifer and Paul have chosen to enter. As most of you know, they met each other at the quote-unquote core tradition of annual wine tour. But it wasn't until Paul came back up north from Orlando for a work relocation and the matchmaking service of Jennifer's best friend Christine and Paul's brother Craig, a happy husband and wife couple themselves, by the way, who had organized the dinner at Seasons 52. The champagne and dirty martinis were certainly flowing. This may have been the catalyst that sparked an immediate attraction to the other's warm, fun-loving, and witty ways. Realizing that their feelings for each other could not be denied, they started dating regularly and never looked back. Over the many years that followed, the relationship has grown closer each day with more romance, care, trust, and confidence, allowing them to really learn a lot about each other's personalities, their likes and dislikes, what made them smile, and what challenged them. Paul has also come to love and become the father to Jennifer's wonderful cats, Sammy and Sophie. Here. Jennifer and Paul, now is the time which you have chosen to become husband and wife. We are here not only to witness your commitment to each other, but to celebrate the love and trust you have found for each other. It all began as a friendship, and through many different conversations, actions, and experiences, those important feelings of mutual respect, care, trust, and confidence has evolved into a love that is fundamental to a long and lasting relationship. You both know that you must communicate with each other and be open to communication, which after so many years together, you truly understand is a lot harder than it sounds. Right? Words must be said softly and listened to carefully. As family and friends, you all form the community of support that surround this special couple. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in honoring and loving each other. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and support, not your judgment. Encourage them with your kindness and loving hearts, and honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined here today. Jennifer and Paul wish to take a moment to remember those special friends and family members who are not with them here today to share this most memorable event. Especially Anna Corrado, Jennifer's grandmother, Salvatore Corrado, Jennifer's uncle, Angel Lynch, Jennifer's grandmother, Michael Lynch, Jennifer's grandfather, Victor Quello, Paul's grandfather, Abuelo, and Adam Walk, Paul's best friend. All are deeply loved, missed and will always be in their hearts and minds. May their enduring legacies and spiritual presence, here today and always, continue to influence both Jennifer and Paul's lives, providing love, strength, and courage to be the best wife and husband they can be. Now, both also feel very strongly that the years of unconditional love, affection, and encouragement given to them by their mothers, Joanne and Carol, have helped shape their lives into the loving, compassionate, and thoughtful individuals they have become today. In a simple and heartfelt expression of gratitude for their wisdom, guidance, and support, both would like to offer a symbolic gift of beauty to the women who have helped to greatly influence their lives.
Thank you.
Through God's grace, we know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is the creator of our favorite memories and the foundation of our fondest dreams. Without love, we merely exist, but with love, we truly begin to live. This year, our first reading will be Jennifer's Aunt Donna.
First letter of Paul to the Corinthians, 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is never jealous or boastful. It is never arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's faults, but delights in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Faith, hope, love abide these three, but the greatest of these is love.
Jennifer and Paul have chosen to commemorate the union of their marriage and families through the celebration of a unity wine ceremony. This ceremony represents the joining of two individual lives, which are to be combined like the mixing of two special and uniquely cultivated grapes into one single vintage, complementing each other. Now, the special wine selected for this ceremony is representative of the family's long, loving, and diverse heritages. So we can make your way over to the wines. In this ceremony, the red wine represents the deep richness of love in your hearts and the robust energy which keeps your loving relationship going. The white wine, collected in oak barrels, represents the strength of a loving marriage and the lingering taste of your soul for the love you feel for each other now and always. Sharing the two is symbolic of your marriage and the commitment you now make to live your lives as one family under God's love and care.
Careful.
Now, Jennifer and Paul, life is given to each of us as individuals, and yet we must learn to live together. Love is given to us by our family and friends. We learn to love by being loved. Learning to love and living together is one of life's greatest challenges and is the shared goal of a married life. But a husband and wife should not confuse love. Implore you to remember that the true measure of success, the true avenue to joy and peace, is to be found within the love you hold in your hearts. As your lives continue to interweave into one pattern, remember that it was love that brought you here today. It is love that will make this a glorious union, and it is love which will cause this union to endure. So, Paul, I ask you, will you take this woman to be your wife, that you may live and grow faithfully in the bond of marriage? You promise to love and honor her, comfort her, and be faithful to her, so long as you both shall live.
I do.
Good answer. Jennifer, will you take this man to be your husband, that you may live and grow faithfully in the bond of marriage? You promise to love and honor him, comfort him, and be faithful to him, so long as you both shall live.
I do.
Right. Now, the tenets of a successful marriage are those in which love and understanding are an integral part and are clearly illustrated in our second reading, to be read by Vivian Wilson.
We got a fan club. I think we should stay.
The Art of Marriage by Wilfred A. Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. It is discovering what marriage can be at its best.
Okay, now before you are joined in marriage, I must remind you both of the solemn and firm nature of the relationship into which you're bound to enter. The personally prepared vows of marriage that you share are meant to convey a true and intimate expression of your love and commitment. So, Paul, you will go first.
Test, test. As my good friend Lin-Manuel said, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. And I am the luckiest of them all to be marrying you. Jennifer, you are the most caring, passionate, unselfish person I know. You are funny, smart, intelligent, competitive, and an amazing mother to the two best ragdoll cats in the world. The past 4 years have been the best of my life. Ordering that second dirty martini at season 52 was the best decision I could have ever made, and I wasn't going to throw away my shot. Since then, we have grown together and have experienced life the best way possible, together. My life is so much better now that I get to share it and spend it with the one I love, and you make me a better man. I'm especially lucky and grateful that you are a legit Rangers fan and enjoy fantasy football, and you enjoy our Atlantic City nights. I couldn't imagine spending the rest of my life with anybody but you. We have had amazing experiences so far, and I can't wait to tackle our next adventures as husband and wife, starting with Italy next week, where we will be in all of our glory with never-ending wine, cheese, and pasta, and of course, gelato twice a day for me. With you looking like the most beautiful princess today, I went through and made a list of 10 quotes from Disney that pertains to this day. I'll quiz you later. You mean more to me than anything in this whole wide world. People always do crazy things when they're in love. My heart has wings and I can fly. My dream wouldn't be complete without you in it. Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. Some people are worth melting for. Love is a song that never ends. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Let me share this whole new world with you. Can you feel the love tonight? Seeing that gorgeous smile on your face is what I live for. So today, I promise you this. I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow. I will share in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve your goals. I will listen to you with compassion and understanding and speak to you with encouragement. I will continue to ask Alexa to play the Waitress soundtrack on Spotify. I will put forth a better effort to not have articles of clothing hanging around at various spots in the house. I will continue to love Sammy and Sophie, even when they throw up on my sandals. And most importantly, I will love you unconditionally forever. I love you more than ice cream. That's enough right there. Let us be partners, friends, and lovers today and all the days that follow. I love you, Jen.
I should have gone first. Are we allowed to do that? Okay.
Sorry.
Paul, I had a difficult time writing these vows. Not because I don't know how I feel, but because it's really hard when the words I love you don't even begin to cover how much you mean to me. But I'll do my best. From the very beginning, I knew you were so much fun to be around. Craig's younger brother from Wine Tour was always good for a laugh and always up for a dance-off. What I didn't know right off the bat was that you would bring laughter to my everyday and that you would teach me what being in love is really about. We seem to joke about absolutely everything, even when it's inappropriate, or even when it's as silly as making fun of a bucket of popcorn. Even when we have little arguments, it always seems to take the form of a joke, like when you leave your clothes in the dining room, and we call them the house guests that you need to get rid of. I promise to continue to laugh through life with you in good times and in bad. It's crazy to think how easily we have seemed to fit into each other's lives. Of course, we had to get you to give up living in Florida, live with 2 cats, and give up your bachelor lifestyle. But other than that, everything has been pretty seamless. I can't even tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stay here with me. I know I wasn't the only reason, but the decision was still incredibly selfless, and I know it wasn't easy. I promise to always remember and appreciate the sacrifices you have made for me, and strive to make it worth it for you every day. My parents always told me to find someone who would put me on a pedestal. Before I met you, I didn't even know what that meant or how that would even feel. You do so much for me, even the small things, like letting me sleep in when my car is behind yours in the morning, like every morning. So you just have to move it yourself. To constantly surprising me and always creating a big celebration for me with any accomplishment, no matter how small. I promise to support and believe in you the way you have for me, to be your cheerleader, and to be a partner in everything that you do. I don't think I was completely myself until I was with you, and the person I am today is because of you. Yes, this Broadway singing, running obsessed, wannabe Disney princess, but real life accountant is her truest self because of you, for better or worse. I don't know how anybody survives in this life without someone like you, and I never want to know. You have made me the kind of happy that transcends anything in fairy tales, and have created a life for us that's beyond my wildest dreams. Because of you, I laugh, I smile, and I dare to dream more than I ever have. So finally, I promise to spend the rest of our lives making sure you are just as happy as you've made me. I love you. We're breaking all the rules. Thank you.
As we all ask God in our own personal way to bless Jennifer and Paul in their new life together, those who would like to, please join us in reciting the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thousands of years, lovers have exchanged rings as a token of their love and commitment. People often talk about their wedding bands being a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth, metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, then molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It can be hard work. It comes from humble beginnings and is made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. And may these rings remind you both of your unending spirit of love and commitment. So, gentlemen, can we have the rings, please?
I'll take that one.
Here's the real
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, place her ring on her finger first. Okay, repeat after me. Jennifer, please accept this ring
Jennifer, please accept this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my constant love and devotion,
as my constant love and devotion,
which I pledge to you today
which I pledge to you today
all the days of my life.
and all the days of my life.
I ate a little
All right,
bit
good.
today.
All right, good. On his left hand there, repeat after me. Paul, please accept this ring
Paul, please accept this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my constant love and devotion,
of my constant love and devotion,
which I pledge to you today
which I pledge to you today
and all the days of my life.
and all the days of my life.
Well, you are two lives, two people, so very different, yet so similar. Together, you now stand as one, ready to share your future as it comes. Remember that honesty and kindness are fruits of love, and with care and trust, the best is yet to be revealed. As Jennifer and Paul begin their new life together, along with Sammy and Sophie, we pray that God will watch over and walk beside them to keep them safe, healthy, and happy. And in an expression of our best wishes to you both, I will finish with an Irish wedding blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the warm rays of sun fall upon your home, and may the hand of a friend always be near. May God be with you and bless you. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. And now, for as much as you both have consented together in the bond of marriage before your many family and friends, it is my sincere pleasure and privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you.
I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Jennifer Willow.
That's 12.
It's not so impossible. Nobody else but the two of us here. 'Cause you're saying it's possible. We can just watch the whole world disappear till you're the only one. I still know how to see. It's just you and me. It'll be us and only us. And what came before won't count anymore. We can try that, you and me. That's all that we need.
Rise up out of those seats right about now, because we have some very special people to introduce, and we simply just need you. So it's like this, right? As that beat keeps on going, I'm gonna ask you to clap your hands to the beat like this. Feel free to stomp your feet, feel free to bang a chair, but tap your hands like this. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Quello wedding celebration. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Now we have some very special people to introduce. And without further ado, please keep on tapping those hands and focus your attention to that way. First up, coming to the floor, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's put those hands together and make some noise for the mother and father of our bride. Let's hear it from Michael, escorting Joanne. Let's hear it for the parents of our bride one more time. That's right, folks. Next up, coming to the floor, we got the mother and father of our groom. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those hands clapping. Let's make some noise for Victor escorting Carol. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Can you all make some noise for the parents of our bride and groom? Congratulations to all four of you and your family and friends. Now, next up, coming to the floor, we got the cutest members of our bridal party. I'm talking about our flower girls and our ring bearer. Ladies and gentlemen, please put those hands together and make some noise for Dylan, Blake, and Chase. Straight masterpiece. Once again, make some noise for the cutest members of our bridal party. All right, folks, keep those hands clapping, because next up coming to the floor, we have a whole lot of groomsmen. We're going to shake it up a little bit tonight, and I'm going to call on each and every one of them right now. Please make some noise for Patrick, Sean, Greg, Dan, Jeff, Ben, and Craig. Party people, keep it up, keep it up. Everyone make some noise for Chris, Patrick, Sean, Greg, Dan, Jeff, Ben, and our best man, Craig. Hey fellas, strut your stuff. Focus your attention, because we got some more pretty ladies coming to the floor. I'm calling on our bridesmaids and our maid of honor. Without further ado, put those hands together and make some noise for Christine, Emily, Lindsay, Stephanie, Megan, Casey, Kim, and our maid of honor, Megan. Step to the left and the right of the dance floor. Please take a step off to the left and the right of the dance floor. One more time, family and friends. Make some noise for our bridal party. You all again. How do you feel out there so far tonight? Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to ask you all to please focus your attention to that same direction and keep on tapping those hands. For the first time ever seen in public, put those hands together and make some noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. Coelho. The whole bridal party, hands up like this, hands up like this. Everybody in the house, hands up like this and bounce. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the new Mr. and Mrs. Coelho. Congratulations to the both of you and all of your family and friends here with us tonight. Please keep on making some noise. Bridal party, put your hands together. This is the reason why we all came out tonight. Turn down for what? Almost to love, almost to love. Ladies and gentlemen, please the claps, make some noise. Let's hear it for our bride and groom, our guests of honor. The reason why we all came out this evening, loving loud. Round of applause.
Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. Think you're one of a kind. Here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. Always do what you gotta do. You're one of a kind. Thank God you're mine. You're an angel dressed in armor. You're the fear in every fight. You're my life and my safe harbor, where the sun sets every night. And if my love is blind, I don't wanna see the light. It's your beauty that betrays you. Your smile gives you away. 'Cause you're made of strength and mercy, and my soul is yours to save. I know this much is true. When my world was dark and blue, I know the only one who rescued me was you. Close your eyes, let me tell you all the reasons why. You're never gonna have to cry, because you're one of a kind. Yeah, here's to you, the one that always pulls us through. You always do what you gotta do, baby, because you're one of a kind. When your love pours down on me, I know I'm finally free, so I tell you gratefully. Every single beat in my heart is yours to keep. So close your eyes and let me tell you all the reasons why, baby. You're never gonna have to cry, baby, because you're one of a kind. Yeah, here's to you. You're the one that always pulls us through.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give our bride and groom a loving, loud round of applause.
You're the reason why I'm breathing, with a little look my way.
Congratulations to the both of you and all of your family members and friends here with us this evening. One more time for our bride and groom, another loud round of applause. Very nice, very nice. Now, Paul, I'm going to ask you to please escort your lovely bride into the hands of your father-in-law. That's right, family and friends. Continue your focus onto our bride and also now with Dad, and give them a loud round of applause as well.
There's two things I know for sure. She was sent here from heaven, and she's Daddy's little girl. As I drop to my knees by her bed at night, she talks to Jesus, and I close my eyes, and I thank God for all of the joy in my life. Oh, but most of all, for butterfly kisses after bedtime prayer, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk beside the pony, Daddy, it's my first ride. I know the cake looks funny, Daddy, but I sure tried. Oh, with all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve a hug every morning and butterfly kisses at night. She'll change her name today. She'll make a promise and I'll give her away. Standing in the bride room, just staring at her. She asked me what I'm thinking, and I said I'm not sure. I just feel like I'm losing my baby girl. And she leaned over, gave me butterfly kisses with her mom there, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk me down the aisle, Daddy, it's just about time. Does my wedding gown look pretty, Daddy? Daddy, don't cry. Oh, with all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve her love every morning and butterfly kisses. I couldn't ask God for more. Man, this is what love is. I know I've got to let her go, but I'll always remember every hug in the morning and butterfly kisses.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give our bride and a loving father loud round of applause. Now to our groom, I'm gonna ask you to please grab the hand of your lovely mother and escort her onto the center of the dance floor.
About as deep can go, from the canyons to the sky, like a mother as she cares for the baby that she bears. Do I love you? Don't you know?
About as sacred as a hymn, and the Bible full of prayers, from a whisper to a roar, very much and even more. Let me say it with my eyes, and I'll share it with the night. If in death the good Lord is kind, you'll be the last thing on my mind. Do I love you? Don't you know by now? Do I love you? Must I show you how? Do I love you? Must I always say? Do I love you? Yes, in every way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, can you give our groom and his lovely mother a loud round of applause and another congratulations to each and every one of your family members with us tonight.
Now, everyone, give it up for the maid of honor,
Megan Lynch.
Hello, everyone. Test, test. All right, I have no more tears left, so hopefully I don't cry too much during this speech. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making my sister's day so special. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen's adopted sister, Jennifer. Not really. But I'm here today to not only celebrate my sister's big day, but also to make you all venture back with us to our childhood and our special sisterhood. Before jumping ahead, I'd first like to thank the Quello family, Paul, his entire family, for all they've done for all of us. And I look forward to our families getting closer in time. I've even heard that Jen is getting some pointers from a member of the Quello family. And by pointers, I mean a new wardrobe. So thank you to Carol. I would also like to give a shout out to Paul's cousins, Sherry and Vanessa. Thank you for making my sister's bachelorette so unforgettable. You guys are hilarious. I'm so glad you're part of the family. No videos, though. No videos from the bachelorette. I really can't imagine my life without a sister. I did a lot of reflecting for this speech and came to the conclusion that without Jen, I would only see the world through one lens. I would only experience one set of experiences and only learn through my habits. Jen has given me a world of knowledge and wisdom. You have. Come on, give yourself more credit than that. Oh, as I'm shaking, nervously. She set the precedent for right and wrong from the start, and I lived through her experiences before entering my own. Like the time Jen hit my mom's car in the driveway. Yep, note taken what not to do. The truth of it all was that I was a true instigator of the family. Keyword was. Sometimes younger siblings, they get away with a couple of things. Well, I was that younger sibling where Jen would get caught and blamed for everything that I did. Except for until one day I did get caught. I carved my sister's name into my mom's new kitchen set. It was a deep carve. Sorry, Mom. And I was because I was mad at her. So my sister got pinned for my actions. Obviously, they see Jen and they yell at her. But eventually, she got retribution, and I admitted to my devious act. And my excuse was that for signs of creativity. So I'm still going to use that to this day, even though it still burns me every holiday and Thanksgiving. Yeah. Jen was destined to be a Broadway singer. I was destined to dance to her tune. Jen, oh my gosh, I'm shaking so much. Jen could persuade a cat to roll over, whereas I would roll over to the cat. To say that we were very different growing up would be a complete understatement. Because it's a younger sister's job to annoy, I'll continue explaining through a jingle I hope you can all enjoy. If I don't stop shaking. Jen and I differ in behavior, thoughts, and manner. I am to Phoebe from Friends, as she is to Chandler. Okay. But we all know that Jen is better than Chandler Bing. And so is the guy who gave her a ring. He has great rhythm, and so do I. This part's now wrong because Jen was dancing amazingly. But Jen, please don't even try. She crushed it though, so I should take that part out. That being said, you excel in stamina, speed, and persistence, while I take the path of least resistance. You're just too quick. I can't keep up, you're just too quick, and so I'm heading to the pastries for one more pick. You don't need a tiara, fancy dress, or glass slippers. You don't need a mermaid wig or luminescent flippers. She wouldn't wear it on The Bachelorette. Paul found her princess and Jen found her prince. Just look at them together, no need to convince. My sister has never been happier, and I thank that to you, Paul. Someone handsome and hilarious, and there to catch her when she falls. Our differences are many, but one thing that's true. I've never had a sister. I couldn't have a sister. I couldn't have a sister more strong and beautiful than you. You've dealt with my finances and are my personal life advisor. You're my strength, my reasoning to help me grow wiser. But most importantly, you are there when I need you the most. You inspire me to be more like you, which is the purpose for my toast. I love you for all you've done and continue to do today. I love you for your heart and soul and for always knowing the right words to say. That's why you've taught me what a big sister means, and I owe it all to you. That's why I'm up here today, all because you said I do. Paul, I've never seen my sister happier than when she's with you. She's smiling and she's glowing every day. But keep making her laugh uncontrollably and smile like she's performing in Hamilton, because one day she will be. Yeah. So everyone, please raise your glasses. To Jen and Paul, a lifetime of happiness, love, and obedient ragdoll kitties. I'm the proudest sister today, not just because my sister is starting a new exciting chapter in her life, but also because I've gained a new amazing brother. Papo, cheers.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Definitely not gonna cry. Enunciate. All right, I'm gonna get right into it. He went bald at a young age. He has a super hairy back. And he decided to move to Florida with two of his best childhood friends and bought a house instead of renting, right before the housing crisis happened. Genius move. And he's sexy. Sexy Greggy, everybody. There he is, right there. Stand up. Greg Calvagian, everybody. There he is. Paul too, but you know. So the funny part about this moment is I don't know who's more nervous right now. Paul, Jen, my mom, or me. Paul's been having heart palpitations the last 2 months, and this is probably one of the major reasons why. Kid's been a mess. I must say, this whole thing's still really weird to me. Not because one of my wife's best friends is going to marry her sister-in-law, is going to be her sister-in-law, and their kids will legit be blood related. That's not the weird part. The weird part is seeing Paulie with a girl in a relationship. The words Paulie, girl, and relationship never all came together until Jen. So thank you, Jen.
Save the best for last.
So Paul talked about in his vows on how unselfish Jen is and how caring and giving she is. And it's so absolutely true. Except when Jen's on the couch and goes to Paul, "Get me more wine, wee!" But she really is the most crazy unselfish person. If everyone that she possibly knew wasn't under this one roof right now, Jen's weekend of events would go something like this. Pick up city friends from the train station multiple times throughout the day, drive to PA to visit the twins, then drive to Long Island Saturday for Grandma's 85th birthday. Yes, Eleanor, Gwendolyn, Yelenor is 85 tomorrow. So, happy early birthday, Grandpa. Grandkids, I told her first, I win. You wonder why I'm the favorite, Paul. You had to upstage your own grandmother's 85th birthday by getting married this weekend. So selfish. Paulie always thinking about himself. But there was one shining moment for Paul. In college, instead of going out on the weekends, he was completely selfless. He helped a kid who could never walk in a straight line, ever. He's actually here with us tonight. Pat Hensinger, everybody. Where's Pat? Where's Pat? Pat! Pat Hensinger, everybody. So if you see Pat slurring, swaying, sleeping on a bench somewhere, please give him a helping hand tonight. All right, there he is right there. So Paul, remember that time Dad came to my bachelor party and not yours? Yep. Just figured I'd throw that in there. So if Paulie was a girl, his name would have been Diana. After the lead singer of the Supremes, one of the most famous entertainers in the world, diva before diva was even a thing. Instead, he got stuck with Paul Anka. Now, if you're under 45 years old, there's a good chance, unless you know Carol Coelho, you have no clue who the hell Paul Anka is. Poor kid could have been named after Diana Ross. At least he inherited the diva part. So, some little quick snippets about Paulie. Speaking about diva, Paul's an excellent dancer, clearly as you just saw. This came at a cost of many pictures wearing sequins and being the only boy in his class and many, many jokes. Paul used to be very frivolous, spending money in Orlando, bars, whatever, driving up that credit card. But he's been very frugal lately. He does this thing where he has these envelopes. And he has like 10 envelopes, and it's like, hey, Steph's wedding, and this is like $10 in, so. Just saying, if anyone got stiffed on wedding, it's because he put it in the wrong envelope. He also yells at Jen for buying pre-cut vegetables because they're more expensive than whole veggies. I'm pretty sure my parents were paying for his car insurance and cell phone bill till like 2 years ago. So me and my best friend Michael and Paul have a text thing, and Paul likes to trade stocks, so he likes to make quick, small gains. Here's a stock tip for everyone. Say Paulie buys a stock. It goes up 5%. Paulie sells. Buy, because it's gonna go up another 20%. NPP, no patience Paulie right here. Paul works for Acorn Stairlifts. He's got a lot of successful friends, but he's the only person I know that makes zero money from being on a nationally syndicated TV commercial that is literally on every day. Maybe if you wouldn't need envelopes if you capitalized on that revenue, Paulie. To give Paulie a little bit of credit, he was the coolest, cutest, girly-looking, funniest little brother that any big brother could have. Gotta give him that. He was cool. So, thank God for Jen. Before Jen, we were all a little concerned for Paul. He never really had a girlfriend, never brought a girl home to mom and dad. Things were up in the air in everyone's head. I know that Carol had certainly came to terms with him being single forever. Paul was constantly in the friend zone. He quite possibly could have been a 30-year-old version until he met Jen. Whoops. Sorry, Dad. So, Jen is one of my wife's best friends, and I met Jen over 7 years ago. Besides being a crazy cat lady, a wine lover, Ferrero Rocher bandit, she can also juggle, and she can blow smoke circles from a hookah. She also has an amazing talent for being able to fall asleep anywhere, including loud bars. I'm glad to see you're awake. All right, last page. Funny thing happened to Paul when he met Jen. He learned how to think about and give to others besides his friends. His friends always came first previously, hence why he never brought home a girl. I know Paul really loved Jen when he experienced Jen's fainting issues. When Jen sees blood, she faints, like literally drops to the floor, out, she's done. Paul knew of this but never experienced it. So Jen stepped on a glass one day and fainted. Paul thought she was basically dead, proceeded to give her mouth to mouth, and then Paul started pumping her chest. So anyone would think that your first inclination would be to call 911. No, Paul's first inclination was to call my wife, Christine, and to say, hey, what do I do when Jen, does this? So right then and there, Paulie could have got out of the whole thing right there and just let her just lay there and bounce out of the house. But he showed his true love for Jen by trying to give her mouth to mouth and pumping her chest. Jen opened up a new side of Paul, a new side of love that he didn't know was there. I'm so proud of Paulie, of the man he has become, and so proud of Jen for taking on this adventure and truly finding someone she can spend the rest of her life with. Christine and I, my wife, warned them that in the beginning, that if things don't work out, that the both of you are stuck together forever anyway, and it would have made all of our lives very awkward. Since the day I met Jen, it has been amazing having her around with or without Paulie. She was a sister to me before Paul. And for Paul, since he was little, I always preferred to hang out with him and his friends, playing sports in our backyard. I always loved being around my little brother, and even though he may think I'm a dickhead sometimes, I still love being around him. So in closing, we need to see Woodlock Paulie tonight. We need to see him earn the title of wedding MVP at his own wedding, which is a rare feat to do. And I have two quotes, quick quotes. First quote for Jen from The Little Mermaid. Paul, don't be such a guppy. And for Paul, we are. Thank you. I love you both more than you know. Let's raise our glasses. Here's to a perfect couple. Love you. Thank you.
Please give our best man a loud, loving round of applause. Very, very, very nice work.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you very much for being here to share the commitment and the love between Jennifer and Paul. Those were two tough acts to follow. Don't know how I'm going to do it. I just want to share a couple of stories that will give a perspective on the character and personality of these two fine young people. Jen, if anyone knows Jen here, you know three things about her. First of all, she's a very competitive person. She can turn almost anything into a competition, and she usually does. Secondly, as everyone has said already, she's a lover of Disney. She loves the plays, the theme parks, the movies, just everything about Disney. And the third thing is that she's an avid runner, and she has a passion for running. Now, the first two things, the competitive nature and the love of Disney, were there from the beginning. When Jen was about 2.5 years old, her mom went back to work part-time in the evenings, and she would go out the door and say, okay, you're in charge. No. Jen was in charge. There was no question about that. And she would have an agenda set for the evening, and it usually consisted of a Disney movie, followed by a competition against me. I couldn't win, because when I won and it was time for her to go to bed, she wanted another opportunity to compete again. And she wanted that opportunity until she finally won, and then it was sweet dreams, good night. So, the two things that we just spoke about served Jen very well throughout her life. The competitive spirit, she really was an excellent student. She was an excellent athlete. And the Disney, she has like a childlike innocence about her. If you really know her well, you know that she does. So that was great. One more quick story, and that has to do with, I'll fast forward a little bit to her college years. She was a sophomore in college, and she used to run in order to keep in shape for soccer. That was the only reason she ran at the time. So it so happened that the track was, overlooking the track was the office of the track coach. And he would see her run every day, and he told me later that he took a stopwatch and started timing her. And what he found was that she was a pretty good runner. So he called in his assistant coach, and he asked the assistant coach, who is this girl and why is she not on our team? So he said, well, I don't know, but let's find out. So they went out, they talked to Jen. They talked her into joining the team. This was actually her junior year. Her sophomore year, she didn't join. She joined in her junior year. And the rest is history. She had a very distinguished career as a track and field runner in distance track. I was very proud of her. But the thing that I was most proud of was something the coach said to me about 2 weeks before graduation. And what he said was that Jen had transformed that track team from a group of individuals seeking individual awards and individual goals to a tight-knit group of athletes who supported each other, competed for each other, and truly wanted to help each other. And again, that was the thing I was most proud of. And when I thought about it, Jen had been used to team sports. That's all she knew was team sports. She was competing in an individual sport. And because of her guidance and leadership and example, she brought that special quality to the entire team and was recognized by the coach. Let me move on and tell you a little story about Paul. Paul is did you ever meet someone and the first time you shake your hand, you know you're gonna like them? That was Paul. I knew that I was gonna like him from day one. And he quickly proved me right, because I am a huge hockey fan. And I just love the sport. I'm a Ranger fan, really, but I love the sport. Well, on my birthday, Jen told me that Paul had gotten us all tickets for a game at the Prudential Center. And Paul had a friend at the Prue Center who was, he's here. Hey, Sean. Sean. Hey, thank you. Sean worked at the Prudential Center, and he had a high-level position in marketing and ticket sales. So we went to the game, and I expected to go to any other hockey game. I had been to hundreds. Went to the game, and had our tickets scanned, and we walked behind a curtain, and there was a huge spread of food. I mean, anything you could want. Carving stations, and chicken, and everything. It was really nice, and as you can see, I love to eat. So that was great. So then it's time to go down to our seats, and we walk down, and we're going towards the ice, and we continue to go towards the ice, and we continue to go towards the ice until we got to the ice. We were in row 1, up against the glass. You could see the scars on the players' faces. You could see the grimaces on their faces. You could see everything. I have never seen a hockey game from that vantage point, and I probably never will again. But that was all thanks to Paul. But something happened there, right when the game started. There was a ledge, right where the boards meet the glass, and Paul put his beer down on the ledge. And before the game started, I said to him, Paul, I said, I wouldn't put my beer there. Being the respectful person that he is, he picked up his beer. And the game started, and I think he forgot. Back goes the beer onto the ledge. Around the boards comes the puck. One of the Devils goes to retrieve the puck, and he is crunched into the boards by one of the Rangers. There was a loud bang. Paul jumps up out of his seat. His whole mouth was in an O, and he was wearing his beer. He was such a good sport about it. We had a great laugh. We all had a great laugh. And we had a great night. And, you know, that was something that was very, very special for me. And I thank him for it. It's, you know, it's the thoughtfulness of Paul that makes me really respect him and love him, not as a son-in-law, but as a son. He's a wonderful guy. He really is. I am so happy for him and Jen. I think they're wonderful people, both. That's really all I have. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know everybody's hungry, so I'm going to sit down. And again, I thank everyone for being here. I hope you have a wonderful night, and if there's anything I can do to make it better, please ask me.
Please continue the loud round of applause. Thank you so much, Michael, for the kind, loving words.
And what came before won't count anymore or matter. Can we try that? What if it's you? And what if it's me? And what if that's all that we needed to be? And the rest of the world falls away. What do you say?
I never thought there'd be someone like you who would want me. So I give you
Please give a nice big round of applause for our brown and our groom. Please give a nice big round of applause for our brown and our groom. Can you all please make some noise for our single ladies here on the dance floor? Wishing them lots of luck and catching that bouquet. Can you please count down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, dance floor. Everyone, hands up. That's right. Come on, party people. Wherever you are right now, let's report to the dance floor. That's right, keep on clapping your hands. Let's go. nothing but the hits coming your way all evening long. Now before we take it further, sticks high in the air right now. Put your sticks high in the air. Put your sticks high in the air. That's right now. everyone enjoy. Here we go. Who's hot, who's not?
Tell me who rock, who shell out in the floor. You tell me who pop.
Who copped the blue drop?
Who you drop top? Who the most people see them to the blue top? The same old thing. Bass, you ain't that chain rolling. Can't drop, I see my name on the plan. Guarantee me yourself, double up. You know they don't want to work.
Double up.
They don't play around, it's your bet, lay down. They know me 91, bet they know me now. I'm the young holler. With the Goldie sound.
Say.
No PD, just hold me down, cooler. Shoot me to the game.
I'm with the maid of honor, everybody. I'm dancing with the maid of honor right now. Here we go. Hands up, come on. For the DEA. I want to thank our bridal party, the parents of our bride and groom, and I want to thank our hard-working staff here at the beautiful Windows on the Water. We thank you for your hospitality. We are extravagant entertainers. We thank you for having us. On behalf of our bride and groom, please give them another loud round of applause. And congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Quello. Party people, let's go out with a bang. Everyone keep on tapping those hands right now. That's right. Keep on tapping those hands. Everyone say Coelho. That's right, folks. On behalf of the bride and groom, all their family and friends, we thank you for coming out tonight and making this possible. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give yourselves and our bride and groom one more round of applause. We thank you all for coming out. We thank you for making this possible. On behalf of Windows on the Water, we are extravagant entertainers, and we thank you for having us celebrate with you this evening. So please, let's share these last few moments together. Make sure you grab a hold on to someone you love right now. Let's make this last moment count and last for forever. Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making this wedding celebration as magical as it was. Give our bride and groom another loud round of applause, please. We are your extravagant entertainers, and we thank you for having us and choosing us to celebrate with. So please, get home safe. God bless each and every one of you. And congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Brother.
Past 4 years have been the best of my life. Ordering that second dirty martini at Seasons 52 was the best decision I could have ever made.
I don't think I was completely myself until I was with you, and the person I am today is because of you. Yes, this Broadway singing, running obsessed, wannabe Disney princess, but real life accountant is her truest self because of you, for better or worse.
As my good friend Lin-Manuel said, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. And I am the luckiest of them all to be marrying you.
I have 2 quotes for Jen. Paul, don't be such a guppy. And for Paul, we are. Thank you.
We all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth, metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, then molded, cooled and painstakingly polished. It is the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all.
I give you this ring as a symbol
Of my constant love and devotion,
which I pledge to you today.
and all the days of my life.
I am so happy for him and Jen. And again, I thank everyone for being here.
You've taught me what a big sister means, and I owe it all to you. That's why I'm up here today, all because you said I do.
Most importantly, I will love you unconditionally forever.
I promise to spend the rest of our lives making sure you are just as happy as you've made me. I love you.
I love you more than ice cream. That's enough right there.